what do you think according from your side?
I think it's important because LinkedIn is no more just a job portal where you can do something. I think it's all about, sharing your experience, your content, and all those things. I think it has become more of like a platform where you show who you are from a professional point of view in terms of your experience, your learning, the work that you're doing.
Okay, and LinkedIn, we are having all professionals. So, what made it important for the students, also for any other people from different professions? Why it's important? Means how it will help for them.
Okay, so see, LinkedIn is for professionals. Okay, I think it has widely been misunderstood, this sentence that LinkedIn is only for professionals. I mean, the students who are, maybe studying something, they are also going to be professional someday. I mean, either they would be having something of their own or they would be working for somebody else. It does not matter, but they would be also in the phase where they would be working. So by being on LinkedIn while they are students, while they are suppose on colleges or when they are on schools, it also helps them get a dive into the industry. When they follow relevant people and get connected, create a network, they learn a lot of things. So I think that is one thing. I know personally a lot of people who have got their internships through LinkedIn, who have got their first job through LinkedIn, or got to meet a lot of people who guided them about their career. So I think it's pretty important, no matter if you're a student or you're just a professional.
Well, thanks a lot, Sakshi, that you accepted my invitation for giving a webinar on profile building on LinkedIn. Yeah, most of them, as you said, that it's not only about the professionals. Yeah, I am also having an students. There are lots of people are on LinkedIn, and in this session, definitely we're gonna learn from your side that how to get a valuable connections. Basically, that means. To connect those people, to share some resource or information, and to get knowledge about how to build our career also by uh, by having such kind of connections.
Right, right. I'm going to cover all of it. I mean, people, you would reach out to right people, and right people would reach out to you if you build a profile which is impressive, which is a little fascinating, and people can see the kind of thing that you're doing. If they feel that they can help you or you can help them, or there is some kind of a common thing that they can take forward with, then they obviously connect with you. So I'm going to show you everything in the webinar about how you can reach out to the right people and what to do, what not to do while reaching out.
Yeah, sure. Yes, Mr. Shravan Kumar, do you want to say something?
No, 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 no.
Hello.
Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just came just to listen the things. Actually, I want to build a community. Just started regarding branding, so I want to build a community in LinkedIn. So what you will teach, I want to learn something new, and I want to build a team with a good community. With our niche.
What is your niche?
My niche is like digital marketing,
Yeah,
graphic design.
then you reach out to the people who are within your niche, and then first you have built a rapport. First, they know who you are and they trust you with whatever you have to offer. Then you can reach out to them via DMs and tell them that you have so and so community and this is the link. Then also you can share with them what are the benefits if they become a part of your community. So it will not happen one day when you just go and talk to random people. But if you have suppose shown up into your feed for say 10 days, or if you have spoken to them earlier, then they would trust you with what you're saying and they would end up joining your community. So that is the reason
Okay.
building a good LinkedIn profile is very important, because that shows a lot about what you have to offer. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I would also request everybody to please turn on your video. Whoever can turn it on,
Yes,
I would.
that's a good thing. It's actually.
Yeah. because it kind of brings in all the energy and enthusiasm. If you guys are, energetic enough to join on a webinar which is happening on a Sunday, I think switching on video is the least you can do.
Is my video visible or not? I'm not getting.
Who is this?
Shravan Kumar.
No, your video is not visible.
I just turned on my video.
I see more people are joining. Guys, please switch on your video. This is a humble request.
My video is not turning on my screen.
Okay. So if you can hear me out and see me, just write yes in the chat.
Yeah, I can see you, but my video is not visible. That's the main thing. I see. I just turned on my video, but still it's not working.
There could be some internal issue with your maybe laptop or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So most of you are in mute right now. Now, no issues. Just write yes in the comments. I just want you guys to write yes so that I know that you guys are there and listening to me.
Yes, I'm listening.
More people. You guys are here on a Sunday. Why to be all lazy? Just write yes. Okay, I got 2 yes. 3. So I'll start calling out names now, like a teacher. Okay.
Well, it's not. Well, Sakshi, it's Sunday. It's also lockdown at my city.
What city is it?
It's Bhopal.
Oh, okay. 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 I can see a few yes. Okay, so people are there who are listening to me. So should we start because we have already given 5 more minutes.
Yeah, sure. We can start. Yeah.
So I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know if it's visible. Can you see my screen now, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Just a second. Is it visible now? Can you see this LinkedIn Masterclass?
Yes. Yeah, it's visible.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to the LinkedIn Masterclass. Thank you so much for joining on a Sunday. I hope I do not bore you in this 1 hour. And once you go back, you receive all the value that I can give in just 1 hour. Okay. So, but don't be lazy. Just keep on writing something in the chat box when I ask you to, so that both of us stay pumped up throughout the 1 hour. Okay.
And I have one more doubt. Is the video is recorded or not? Like, will I get the video recorded back?
Yeah. Yes. This video has been recorded, and you will get the link.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Also, I'll request everybody to please mute yourself. If you want something, you can just write in the chat box.
Okay.
Yeah. And if possible, just turn on your video. Let's start. Let's not delay it anymore. Okay. All visible?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. So, how many of you just are active on LinkedIn? I mean, how many of you have a decent profile, and how many of you, post once in a while on LinkedIn? Just write yes or write no, whatever it is.
Yes.
Everybody, just open the chat. Just write something so that I know. Yeah, every day at 10 a.m. Okay, good. Rest. Okay. So see, I'm going to show you how LinkedIn is more than just a job portal. What all you can do through LinkedIn, because these are the things that I have done ever since the lockdown last year. I knew about LinkedIn, but I did not know its value, how beneficial it can be. But over the past 7 to 8 months, I have discovered its various aspects. So let's start. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to tell you a few things that you can get out of LinkedIn. You can generate high quality inbound leads. I mean, I know some of you like wants to get into the digital marketing niche. Some of you want to create communities. Some of us wants to get a job or just create a personal brand, because who does not like fame? Or maybe monetize it sometime later. So LinkedIn helps you in basically in these four things. If you are trying to generate leads, get a job, internship, create a personal brand, LinkedIn is the place for you, especially in 2021, because now the organic reach is insane. It's crazy. If you do not start right now, after 2 or 3 years, it's going to be just like Instagram, where your organic reach will not be as good and will be dead, and you would be needing to spend on paid ads. So these are the few things that you can do. Now next comes the question, and I know a few of you must be thinking why you should believe me and who I am to give you this LinkedIn webinar, right? So let me just tell you a little about myself. So as on today, I have gathered 40,000 followers on LinkedIn. Only I got on LinkedIn, I got active only just 7 to 8 months ago. Before that, I had a profile, but I was not, using it up to its potential. It was kind of a dead profile. I was not active. I was not using it. So yeah, these are the follower counts of my profile today when I took the screenshot. Now I am since very much active out there. You can see that I receive decent reach on my posts as of yet. I mean, recently one of my posts has received more than 1,000 likes, 872 likes, and you can also see the reach. Sometimes it has gone as this is the highest I have got till date, which is 36,000. My decent reach has been around 10,000 in every post. So this is the thing that I've achieved. Another thing is that I have also generated a lot of quality inbound leads through my LinkedIn. I mean, since people know that I'm into content marketing and I am into LinkedIn coaching, they come up to me and they ask me themselves. I do not reach out to anybody. Whatever business I've generated till now has totally been inbound. They have reached out to me. Okay, so these are just a few screenshots, and these I have taken permission from them. For the people who did not give me my permission, or for the people that I was skeptical about whether they would be okay or not, I did not add those screenshots. So this is just a glimpse of what I the text that I received. Now job opportunities, you can see that people, they also reach out to me through the DMs, asking that they have so and so profile, these are the relevant profiles, and they tell me that I might be the right candidate. So sometimes I hear people telling me that यार LinkedIn पे तो इतने सारे लोग अप्लाई कर देते हैं, तो हमें तो HR का कॉल ही नहीं आता. I want to tell you that if you create a profile that stands out, you don't have to wait for the HR to call you. Either they will contact you themselves, or somebody from their company will surely contact you if you put yourself in front of the right people. So these are also a few examples that I can show. I received more. Recently, I also received an email. So since I have given all the details in my LinkedIn profile, I have received an email from one of the employers. So see, this is the email that I received. Hi Sakshi, I'm sure you have not heard of me. My name is so and so. And in order to do that, we have a solid team of people. I came across your profile on LinkedIn, as you can see, and thought you might be a fit. Would it make sense to set up a time to talk to see if you would like the opportunity? So see guys, the only point that I'm trying to make over here is that if you create a profile which is good enough, you don't have to wait for the you don't have to reach out to random people. You don't have to do the cold emailing or cold messaging. Either your prospects will reach out to you, or your job recruiters will reach out to you, because they are watching you. They're the silent watchers. So that's what you have to do. You have to build your profile accordingly, where you are reaching out to the right people, connecting with the right people, have a community around which is supportive, which is engaging, and then right people will definitely contact you depending upon what you want out of this. Okay, since I hope you guys are here. Okay, are you guys with me? Just write yes. I'm writing yes here. If you have any doubt, just keep on writing here in the comment section, so that by the end of the session I will take those doubts. Okay, because we cannot interrupt in between. So that is the reason. Okay, so these are the things that are there. Now again, there are opportunities. I mean, even Geeksy also contacted me through LinkedIn only. there are more people who just want my guidance, who do not want me to hire, but they just want me to help them build something. It can also be a paid consultancy or something. So there are also those kind of opportunities which are present over LinkedIn. Now, let's get started. Now that you know why you should trust me, now that you know why you should be focusing on LinkedIn in 2021, now is the time where I tell you how you should do it, how I did it. And this whole 1 hour I'm telling you is based out of only my experience. I have not done any workshop per se, or any, I have not learned it somewhere else and giving it to you. Whatever you're going to see is only on the basis of what I did on my profile and on my client's profile after I did in my. So yeah, let's get started. Now, finding LinkedIn, why, who, and how. Now, some people are like, I want to get into LinkedIn. यार मेरे को LinkedIn में personal branding करनी है. लेकिन before that, the question that you have to ask is, why do you want to be on LinkedIn? Because if you're not able to answer the why, you will not be able to, you will not be satisfied with the efforts you're putting or the results that you're generating. So you need to be very clear with your objective. Like if you ask me, why am I on LinkedIn? Who am I targeting? And how can I reach out to them? I have a very clear goals. Like for example, one thing that I can tell you about is that why am I on LinkedIn? So I am on LinkedIn because I want to generate inbound leads for say my content writing business. So that is one of the why that I can look at. Now let's understand how you can understand your why, who, and how. Now, ask you these three questions. Okay, why am I on LinkedIn? Also, if you guys, I'm giving you 1 minute, you can take your pen, paper, notes, whatever it is there it is. If you want to make quick notes, because I'm going to be telling you a lot of things that might just surpass you, because there is just a lot of information in 1 hour. So if you want, just take a pen or notebook or whatever if it suits you. Okay, now, finding LinkedIn, why, who, and how. Questions are like these. There are three questions that you have to cater before you begin to get active on LinkedIn. आज ऐसे जाके अगर प्रोफाइल नहीं है तो क्रिएट योर प्रोफाइल, बट डोंट गेट ऑल हसल अप कि यार अब तो पोस्ट करना है, ये नहीं. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि क्यों मैं लिंक्डइन पे हूँ, मेरे आइडियल ऑडियंस कौन है. Like if you ask me, suppose I am into content writing, so who will be my ideal audience? My ideal audience would be co-founders of a company, the CXOs, or some bloggers who have the requirements of content. They would be my ideal audience. Now, how do I connect the above two? This is the question. Like suppose I am on LinkedIn to find content writing opportunities, and my ideal audience are co-founders, CXOs, and industry leaders of particular companies who can give me the business that I want. Now I have to connect the above two using a common platform which is called LinkedIn. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, now your why am I on LinkedIn? It can be three things precisely. You are here either for generating leads, or you want to get a job, or you want to create your personal brand. I can't think of a fourth option, because whatever option you're going to think, it will fit among these three only. Okay, so people are either because either they are into the SaaS businesses, or they are into B2B businesses, or they are somebody who are fresh out of college or experienced professionals who want a job switch, or who want to start their career and they are looking for a job. Or there are people who, for example, like Shravan. So he wants to create a personal brand, and using that personal brand, you can do a lot more things. For example, you can create your community, you can launch your products in the future, and people would be ready to pay for it, because you will be having a solid personal brand, because people would trust you. So these are the why. Now next one is who. Now that you are clear कि ठीक है मैं LinkedIn पे हूँ because I want to generate my personal brand, this is one question which is clear. Now the second question which comes is finding out who. ठीक है, who would be my ideal audience? I mean, who would I be connecting to? So you can be connecting to business owners, founders. If you want to get a job, it can be recruiters. Or if you want to generate leads or a job, it can be top management of any particular company. Or you want to find out clients. This can also be possible that you just want to connect to people from your industry, because you want to create a community around it, or you want to create a solid network around you. So this can also be one of the options. So once you have found out your why, you have to find out your who. This is the second one. And the third and final question before you start is that you join these two and create a sentence like this for yourself, which you can look at. Okay, suppose I am here on LinkedIn to generate leads for my LinkedIn marketing business. Or I want to connect with founders, employees, freelancers who might be interested in my services. For a few of you, it could be I am here on LinkedIn to create a personal brand, uh, so that I can launch a community in the future. Or it can be I am here on LinkedIn to get a job, so to get a job so that I want to connect to the people who are either recruiters or who are either co-founders, like that. Okay, now once you are here, you are sorted. Okay, because your objective is clear, you know what you want from the LinkedIn. Now let's go ahead. So now this is your task. Before you start, just sit down. It can take you a few hours because sometimes you're not clear with what you want. I'm sure not. No, I'm sure most of you, if it's your first time here knowing about LinkedIn, you might not have heard about it. That, oh, I want to have an objective. But I'm telling you, you must be having an objective. क्योंकि अगर objective नहीं रहेगा, you guys would be so confused. Okay, where do I want to go? What I have to do? Whom should I connect with? So have an objective. This is your task. Write it down if you want to. But this is a task that you have to do. It might take you like 1 hour or something, but it's totally worth it. Okay, you have to find out your objective, your target audience, your who, what, how, and the niche of the better. Why I'm saying the niche of the better is because sometimes I have seen profiles on LinkedIn who says I'm into digital marketing, I'm into web development, and I'm into graphic design. It's very confusing, I'm telling you. It's like you are confused or you are too much talented, which is not possible, because digital marketing itself is a very vast field. Web development itself is a very vast field. Graphic designing, very vast field. So if you confuse the other person, you would not be able to understand whom to connect to, and then you will be having a lot of clutter within your profile. So hence you need to niche down. You need to niche down and go ahead with it. Okay, this is your task. Now that was the step one. You had to figure out your objective. Now step two is optimizing your profile for better visibility. But before this, let me just ask you if you have any questions. Guys, any question in terms of how to find out your niche, or how to figure out your objective, how to figure out your who, why, and connect it? Anything, you can just type it out. Or if you are okay, just write go ahead so that I can go ahead. I know that you are listening and it's clear for you. Hello. Okay, let me just start with it's clear so that you guys can at least follow. If we want to implement two niche, then if you want to implement two niche, it will be in the same field. It will be in the same platform. Like for example, in my LinkedIn profile, I am connecting LinkedIn coaching and I am connecting content marketing. It's the two niche that I'm focused on. But it's acceptable because it comes under one umbrella, which is called digital marketing. If you're going for something like designing, one niche in graphic designing and one niche in digital marketing, then the other person will be very confused. Graphic designing and digital marketing, I want to focus. I will ask you to go with one thing at one time. So suppose if you have just one thing, you go ahead with it and create your authority around it. Okay, now people look at you as the digital marketing guy. Once you are done, then you can also talk about your other things that you like. But if you keep on juggle between two things, everybody would be confused around you. So don't do it. Go with just one. Go, if it's as vast as graphic designing and digital marketing, choose just one and go ahead with it. Yes, how to find okay, how did you scale? So we will get into it. Okay, now
If we are interested in graphic designing, okay, do we need to post the designs on LinkedIn to showcase the portfolio?
you can create creatives. Okay, you can create your creatives, and if you're creating your suppose you're creating how-to guides, like how to create a carousel post, and you are creating a carousel post by showing it. then people understand that you are into graphic designing.
So
That
we
is,
can make a video.
you can make a video, you can make carousels, you can create a combination of both, you can test and try. And I really request you guys not to offend or something, just write it out. I'll take it. Just write in the chat box and mute yourself. Just mute yourself, everybody. Okay, I'll take every question, the questions that you have about the content and everything, about what to create. We are going to cover it in the upcoming slides. Now, optimizing your profile for better visibility. Okay, now how do you optimize your profile? Now, let me first tell you what is profile optimization. Okay, and why do you need it? Now, let me just take you to my LinkedIn profile. Can you guys see my LinkedIn profile here? Just write here so that I know. Can you guys see here my LinkedIn profile? Yes. Okay. Great. 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 Okay. So as you can see, this is my LinkedIn profile. Suppose I am searching for, say, content marketer. Okay. Now, as you can see, when I search for content marketer, I got a few people. Let me just search for only people. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm getting around 4,19,000 results. It's just like Google. You get a lot of results when you search for anything in the search bar. So I have got around 4,19,000 results. Now, if you optimize your profile, you get ahead of other people. Okay. So suppose this Shubham or Ramya, Polumi, I'm sure these people have optimized your profile. That is the reason they are coming on the first page of the Google search. Oh, sorry, of the LinkedIn search bar. Let me just show you their profile once. Shubham, or let's open Sangeeta's profile. So see, this is Sangeeta Bose. So this profile which is opening. Okay, and this is Shubham. Right. So by the time it's opening, as you can see, there is a follow button, there is a connect button, and this second, these are my second level connections. So second level connections are those people who I'm not connected to, but who are connected to who are connected to my connections. Okay. Now, just a second, guys. So sorry for this. Okay. Yeah. So this is Shubham's profile. Okay. He came on the top. This guy Shubham, he came on the top when I searched for content marketer. See, he has a beautiful cover picture. Okay. It has mentioned his email, sorry, his website, and he has told what we are doing, what he does. He has a very good bio. When it comes to about section, he has also written what he does. Though he has very less followers, as you can see, he only has 193 followers, but his profile is optimized. Okay, he has there is not even one section which he has not done properly, right from cover picture to profile picture to about section, bio, activity. He is also doing, I mean, he's also active a little, so it's visible in his activity section. His experience is done. So I think his profile on in all is good, is optimized properly. So that's what I say, that's what I mean when I speak about profile optimization. Okay, now let's take his example only. In the meantime, I can open my profile as well. Okay, so as you can see, I have a cover picture, I have a profile picture. Okay, I have a bio, I have an about section. I also have an extra thing which is missing in Shubham's profile. This is called the feature section. We are going to talk about it. And then the dashboard, the activity. Here you can see the followers and everything. And then my experience. I've also explained my experience here, what I do, and what have I done for this particular experience, So this is well and well a really optimized profile. So if you optimize your profile, you make sure that you are ranking, because not everybody has an optimized profile. So while optimizing it, you get an edge over other people. So let's see how to optimize your profile. Okay. Because okay, I have already told you, but let me just get over it once again. If you optimize your profile, you are ranking for your targeted keywords. Like suppose I am a content marketer, so I want to rank for content marketer. You can be a freelance digital marketer. Okay, so suppose you are a freelance digital marketer, your client will be searching freelance digital marketer, and if you're coming on that search bar, they will be contacting you. I mean, there are a lot of people who contact me because they search things like LinkedIn coach or LinkedIn branding for personal, and then I pop up on the search bar, and that's how they find me. Then they connect to me, and then they text me. So that's how it happens. So if you have a well optimized profile, you rank for your targeted keywords, you attract recruiters, you attract your clients, you build a very strong personal brand, and you get the attention that you want. Clear? Now let's get ahead. So, so element one, which absolutely be has to be your profile picture. He has a nice profile picture. I mean, it's his face. So while having a profile picture, obviously the least that you can do is, let's open Neil Patel's profile. I am sure you guys must have heard of him, Neil Patel. Okay, so he has a very basic profile picture with only him in the picture smiling. Okay, so I think this is the best that you can do about LinkedIn. Just keep a plain background, have your picture only till here, and that's it. I think it will be better. Okay, now next one would be your cover picture. See, as you can see his cover picture, it says a lot about what he does. Okay, Neil Patel Digital is the name of the company, his company. Now he's asking, want more traffic. So when you suppose you have a cover picture and it has written want more traffic, then you are directly talking to your target audience. Okay, suppose you are a graphic designer and you want to work in a company, you want to get a job. So you can write things like, want me to create a breathtaking creative, something like that, so that if somebody is looking for the same, it hits in their mind, oh yeah, I want more traffic. So suppose if I have a company that I'm running and I have a website, and I'm looking for somebody who can help me, increase the traffic on the website, and if suppose I've come across Neil Patel's profile and I'm seeing want more traffic, so then it hits in my head, oh yes, I do want more traffic. And then he has explained what he can help me out with. He can help me out with SEO, content marketing, PPC, and things like that. Okay, funnel strategy. So you can create a similar profile picture. I mean, if you look at mine, this I have created like months ago. It has been a really long time, and I think I should update it now. But I have, this is the dashboard which I where my post views and who viewed your profile, search appearances, these are visible, and I have told them what I can help with. I can help with LinkedIn personal branding, B2B lead generation, and content marketing. I have also written book a free consultation call, and this is the link which I have given. Okay, we will also talk about it. So this is have a nice, very nice profile cover picture which showcases what you have to offer. It catches attention like in a jiffy when somebody visits your profile. So this is not the element which you should be missing out on. You should be definitely using it. Now next comes is the bio or the headline. So suppose this is Neil Patel. Its bio says co-founder at Neil Patel Digital. Now for a person like Neil Patel who is wide known, even writing Neil Patel Digital would have given you enough traffic or enough ranking. But for a person like me, I have to write things like B2B content marketer, then LinkedIn consultant, content writer, organic growth expert, blogger, these things, so that it's visible what do I really do. Now suppose if you're writing digital marketing here, or again graphic designing and then web development, then it's very confusing. So this is the reason I was asking you guys to only take one thing at a time, and then once you have created enough visibility and enough traffic around that one thing, then you can also add one more thing in your showcase journey. Okay, fine, I have been a digital marketer, but I'm also interested in designing part. So you can also hire me for the similar services, or you can say things like, okay, I have a team who can also help you out with the designing thing. So that's how it works. Now, suppose if I'm searching for, say, freelance content writer. Okay. Now, if I'm searching for freelance content writer, as you can see, I'm just showing you this profile. Just look at this profile. So here, you should not be having a picture like this. Your picture should at least, the least it should be visible, and the banner here says open to work, and the cover picture is missing. Okay, now she writes freelance content writer. She has a very three sentences of about section. Activity is also not there. So tell me something. Had imagine if I have searched for a freelance content writer and I came across this profile. There is just very less chance that I would contact this person. Same time, if I search for content write for a freelance content writer and Shubham, whose profile we saw before, if his profile land, there is 50% more chance that I would contact him and not this profile. It's because the cover picture is missing, the photo is not even clear, the person has not defined anything other than freelance content writer. She could have defined things like what niche she writes on, or what is the current project she is working on. Her about section also says that she has the history of working in the IT and services industry, and she's skilled in managing WordPress websites, social media communication, which BA. She does not, explains more about how she works and what are the things that she can write about. I mean, if I'm a freelance content writer, I can write things like I can help you with your case studies, I can help you with your ebooks, with your blog content, with your social media posts. So these things are missing. So this is the reason optimizing your profile is very important, so that if somebody visits your profile, they capture you. Okay, they do not leave you like that. So this is the reason. Bio or headline is done. Now the about section I have, I think, explained you as well. This is the about section. This is also not very comprehensive. We'll go to Neil Patel's about section. Okay. Now his about section. He talks about who he is. He talks about who he has helped. Now I can talk about things like I have helped 50 students in their LinkedIn branding journey, for example, or I have helped 5 websites in establishing their online presence by creating suitable, relevant content. So these are the things that you can write. Okay, he has also given a CTA for speaking opportunities, collaborations. Please email. Okay, email to Grant. So these are the things that actually captures the attention of your target audience. Okay, let me just open my profile and show you. So if you remember, I had shown you this email which I had received from a possible recruiter that he wants me to hire me in his content team, and he came across me through LinkedIn. So he has actually mailed me. Okay, so as you can see in my about section, here is the contact me option. Okay, so if somebody is not very comfortable contacting me through DM, or is not very comfortable booking my, this is the call where he could have easily booked me, but since he is from a foreign country and he wanted to reach me out first, so that is the reason he took a different route. He directly just emailed me. I received more emails like that, but I shown you this because this I received just last week only, so this has been the latest one. So that is the reason you must be having a really good about section. Now moving ahead, next thing that we should be having is the featured section. Now see, this is the featured section. Okay, so this is like a CTA, and I'll tell you how powerful is it, because if you post a link or something on Instagram, it does not allow you to click that link because Instagram does not want you to go to any other website. But if you are here on LinkedIn does not have any issue if you're sending people to your website through LinkedIn. Like suppose Instagram only has one option called bio, and you can add a link in the bio. Suppose here there are many options. Like suppose here is the LinkedIn consultation call. So suppose if somebody clicks on here, he directly goes to my 15-minute call. This is my Calendly link, and here he can book a date, like for example on 30th. Now he can book a timing. Okay, he confirms the timing, and then he can write what he wants to help me with. He can write his name, email ID, what do you want me to help with, his budget, contact number, and everything, and schedule an event. How powerful is it? Okay, now you can also give the links of your websites, if you have any websites. You can also feature your posts in here. I featured my posts in here. Okay, it's very easy. Just go to the this add option. You can either add post, you can add the article. So when it says article, it says the articles which are published within LinkedIn only, not on any other platform. If you want to add the link of your website, for example, or for this Calendly link as well, you can just go to the link and add. You can add media. Okay, so suppose you have a portfolio that you want to show to the world, which you want to show to your ideal audience. So you can just go to the media and add that portfolio. It will showcase just in here. And I'm telling you, only through this LinkedIn consultation call, I do get a few bookings, which is not less. I'm telling you, with zero ad spent and everything, I'll say it is good. Okay, now see, let me give you an example. Suppose so my recent reach has decreased a lot because I have been a little inactive in the past 1 to 2 weeks. So LinkedIn also asks you to be active every day. So when you lose that streak, you also lose out on a lot of footprints. Now suppose the 3900 people have viewed my profile in the last 90 days. Okay, now this is a very less number because usually it goes on till 6000 or something on an average for me. Now suppose if 6000 people, or say only 5000 people view your profile in 90 days, there would be a lot of possibility that they have either come through the homepage, or they have either come from the search bar, or they have seen you, commenting on somebody's profile, or or posting a new thing, and then from there they come across you. Or they might have come across these, like these things that people also view. So if they are coming, there is a chance that they are either your clients, potential clients, or they are the potential recruiters. So suppose if they are coming and you have given a very beautiful here CTA, they will click on it and they will try to contact you. So this is the reason it's very important to have a featured section. Okay, now if you look at this particular post, so I have kept it as a featured section because it shows a little about my journey. Okay, and it also has like crazy, you can see, read it acted crazily. Okay, I got really good engagements on this post, so I wanted to showcase this post. I have also given a link of my Instagram, so that if somebody wants to follow me on Instagram, they can do it. So in short, feature section is the one that you should be using. You can also add your resume here. If you are okay showing your resume in the public, you can do it. You can show your portfolio. Everything is there. You should definitely be utilizing this space. Okay. Now moving ahead, it's clear. Audio CTA. Now, how many of you know about audio CTA? Just write yes or no. Or is it compulsory to take premium account on LinkedIn? No, Shravan, it's not. I do not have a premium account. I am using a very basic free account, and I've never used premium. I have not even taken a 30-day trial yet. So no. Okay, so any idea, guys, about the audio CTA? Anybody? If no, then I'll just move ahead. No idea. Okay, no issues. Okay, let me tell you about audio CTA. So when you visit somebody's profile, let's visit Digital Pratik profile. I'm sure you guys have heard of him as well. So this is the Digital Pratik. Okay, now this button that you are seeing, this is the audio CTA. So basically it says that you can add the pronunciation of your name, but it's not necessary, okay, that you add the pronunciation of your name. You can also use this 10 second of uh, audio CTA to tell your ideal audience something. Now let's hear what he says.
Hi, I'm Digital Pratik, and I help brands stand out and connect with their audience via emotions with contextual content marketing and paid ads, which work in the now.
Were you guys able to hear it? Yes. Okay, great. So this is the audio CTA that I'm talking about. So suppose if somebody visits your profile and they look at the cover picture, okay, it's nice, and then there is this, they just click on it.
Hi, I'm Digital Pratik, and I help brands stand out and connect with their audience via emotions with contextual content marketing and paid ads, which work in the now.
Right. So basically, this guy is telling people what he does and what he can help his clients with. I have a similar CTA. I'm not gonna play because you have already heard what I'm talking about. It basically, you can, this is a 10-second time that you have, that LinkedIn has given you, where you can use your voice to just say anything that you can convey to your prospect. Like suppose if I'm into video marketing, okay, then I can add things like, I got 1 million views in my last video. If you want similar, just book a call. And it's done. People will understand, okay, she is into video marketing, and this gives an extra push. So if there is an option, you should better be using it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now let's go. Get ahead. Now that your objective was clear in the step 1, now is the time to use that objective. Like suppose your objective was to establish yourself as a digital marketer, you should be using the term digital marketer, or maybe paid ads expert or community manager, things like, and include that keyword, that particular keyword that you want to rank for in your bio, about, and employment. Let me just show you an ideal scenario of doing it. Like suppose I'm a content marketer, so it's written in my bio. Okay, now again I have written a content marketing, content writing in my about section. Again, moving ahead, I wrote about content marketer in my employment section as well. And then while explaining, I again wrote content marketer. So I'm telling you, if you write your keyword, the keyword that you want to that you want to rank for in your bio section, in your about section, and in your sorry, and in your employment section, you definitely would be ranking for it. Okay, I think I opened something. Yeah. So just use it up to your advantage, so that you're ranking for the right set of keywords. Now you must be wondering, okay, this is hell lot of tasks. How do I write a perfect bio? How do I write a perfect headline? And how do I write a perfect employment history? So for that, I'll ask you to take inspiration. Like suppose you loved Digital Pratik's, uh, bio and about section. So just go to Digital Pratik's profile. Digital Pratik. This is the profile. Okay. Now you loved it. So what you're gonna do is, I'm telling you, here is the about section. Okay. So you can see his about section is actually very, very well written. It's like he's talking to you. He talks about the podcast, he talks about his personal journey as well. He talks about how he can help. He talks about the thing that he has trained over 50,000 students through blogs, videos, universities. Okay. And he has also given his calendly link, a 30-minute call. So I'm telling you, how do you create a similar profile? And what you can do is, you can just open any profile of anybody within your industry which you look up to, whose LinkedIn profile you are a fan of. So just go to more. Here's the profile. Just go to more here. Click on save to PDF. Okay. And here the PDF will be shown. Let me just open it for you. So here is the PDF. Okay. As you can see, it's a 5-page PDF. You can see things like, oh, this it's his bio, it's a summary. By summary, it means about section. It's the summary. Then you can look at the experience thing. So you can either take an inspiration from here, or I'll just ask you to do a very little trick. And the trick is that, just similar to Digital Pratik, suppose if you're into digital marketing, if you're a digital marketing coach person, just click on digital marketing coach and open the 5 or 10 profiles that you're getting, and download all the PDFs of the top 5 to 10 profiles. From there you will get an idea of how they have done it, and then you can do it similarly, without stressing over the fact, okay, how do I write the perfect bio, how do I write the perfect headline. I think this is the hack that you can follow. Okay, now moving ahead. I hope you guys are with me. Yes. Okay, great. Let's move ahead. So here you complete your step 2. Now let's go ahead. Now here is your task. Finally, you have to create, you have to take a good picture of you, upload it as your profile picture. You have to create a very good cover picture which shows about what you do, and again bio and about section, and of course your employment section as well. Now here's step 3. Your objective is clear, your profile is optimized. Now what's next? The next is to connect with the right people and nurture them by engaging with their profile. Okay. Now again, by connections, so let me just ask you, so how many of you know the difference between connections on LinkedIn and followers on LinkedIn? Just write yes or write no. Yes. Ramasri says yes. Shravan says no. What about rest of you guys? Do you know the difference between the connections on LinkedIn and the followers on LinkedIn? Just any idea? Yes. Okay. No. Okay. I think it's a 50-50 thing. Half of the people know, half of the people. Okay. No, 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 no. Pooja does not know. What about? Okay. So a lot of people don't know. Fine. Let me just tell you. So first of all, before we get into connections versus follower thing, let me just tell you why decluttering is important. Now, even I had a dead profile because I created my profile while in college around in the year 2017 or something. I was in second year in 2017. So I created my profile at that time, which was around 5 years back. So when I created my profile, I had a dead profile. Okay. I just created one for the sake of having one profile. And in the process, I added a few connections. I added around 600, 700 connections because I did not know whom to add and whom not to add. I almost added everybody who was, just sending me request, who had a very decent employment and all of that. I just added them. I did not send requests from my side, but I did add the people who sent requests from their side. Now I come across people who have as many as 30,000, 28,000 connections, and their engagement is not that good, but then they have huge connections. Okay, and I'm telling you, it does not do any good to your profile. So suppose if you have a brand new profile, well and good, it's too good. Up to 500 connections also it's good. But if you are by mistake somebody who have added random people, or who have more than 2,300 more than 2k 3k connections, and they are not your ideal audience, they are either people who are not active, who are dead, who are just random people, then I would ask you to declutter first. Because LinkedIn gets a message. It's like having an algorithm or something about the people that you're connected to. So you must be connecting with the right people. If you're not connecting with the right people, then right people also won't be able to reach out to you. Then you won't rank for the right keywords, and then you people will not just find you only. Okay. So that is the reason decluttering is important if you have cluttered your LinkedIn by mistake. If it's a brand new thing, up to 500 connections, you're very good to go. You are in a very, very better state. Now, first 5k is important. LinkedIn has a limit of 30,000 connections. Okay. So by connections, I mean, now is the time when I should tell you about the difference between connections and followers. So suppose on Facebook you send a request, or you get a request, a friend request, you accept it or the other person accepts it. If somebody of you accepts it, you guys become friends. Similarly, within LinkedIn, you guys become connections. Okay. And there is a limit. I think in Facebook also there is a limit to 7,000 or something. Within LinkedIn, the limit is till 30,000. So you can add as many as 30,000 people. But let me tell you, never add 30,000 people. I mean, initially, in the first 1 year, the maximum that you should be going is 5,000. Right, people, okay? Because number do not matter if they are not quality, if they are not benefiting you in some ways. So 30k is the connection limit, and I'll tell you the difference between connections versus followers. So suppose this is my profile. You can see things like 40,000 followers. Now since 30,000 is the limit, you might be thinking, oh, she has 30,000 connections and she has 10,000 followers, so in total it's showing 40,000 followers. But I'm telling you, this is not the case. Let me just show you. So this is the connections, the real connections, which you can check. So suppose if you're getting into connections, you can see I'm getting 2,600 results. So that means that today at this hour I have 2600 people that I'm connected to. Okay. And a total of 49,000 or 48,000, I think 49,000 people, a total of 40,000, 41,000 people are showing as my followers. So that means that among those 41,000, these 2600 are my connections and whom I have connected to, and rest of them are just followers. So the main difference between connection and follower is that you do not know anything about your followers. Okay, you just don't see them on your feed. But if you guys are connected, then you see them on your feed. Like for example, if I go to my home feed, I'll see that, okay, so Devi Sri Abula commented on this. So Devi Sri must be my connection. That is the reason I'm getting a notification. Now Manvinder, it's written first. So that means he's my connection. Okay. Uh, Yash is my connection. Gadli is my connection. So these people are my connections. That is the reason I'm able to see them on my feed. The other 38,000 people, I'm not able to see them on my feed. Only I am popping up on their feed, but they're not popping up on my feed. So that is the biggest difference. Okay. Now you must be thinking how the LinkedIn's organic reach is really good. So let me just show you. So suppose this is your LinkedIn profile. This is your feed. You can see that every time your connections do anything, suppose somebody has commented, okay, this is your connection Devi, he's my he is my connection. So every time he's commenting, that is also showing in my feed. Okay, they are reacting, Tanvi and Devi are reacting to a post, so that will also show. Imagine Instagram, okay, you like at least 50 posts a day, but nobody knows that you are liking those posts. Why? Because no, you are not popping up on anybody's field saying, oh, Sakshi Datman liked this post. You only pop up when you post something. So suppose I'm posting a carousel today on Instagram, I'll be there on everybody's feed. Oh, Sakshi Datman posted this. But if I comment, if I like, nobody would know. So that is the reason LinkedIn's organic reach is crazy. It's crazy right now because you are popping up even when you're not posting, but only liking and commenting. I think it's crazy. That is the reason it's crazy. Okay. Now moving forward. So now that you know you have to declutter connections versus followers, you are clear. You have a 30K connection limit, but never use this limit. I'm telling you, you can just in the first 1 year, do not cross the 5K mark. Just make sure these 5K are the people who you really admire, who are within your industry, who are your target audience, and you would be good to know. And they should be the people who are active, because if you have people who are not active, it's as good as having nobody. Okay, so make sure that these are the active people. So if you are clear, just write yes, yes, yes. If my profile has dead followers, I mean bots, then I need to grab them out. Of course you should. If you have people that you think are bots, then you should be removing them, because there is no point keeping it. Never go with the number part. Initially try to have the quality people, because once you have got the quality people, they will help you in get the numbers. Okay, now let's go back. So now let's understand how do you add those quality people. Okay, so every time you suppose this, I have searched for digital marketing coach and I'm getting Dhaval Karina. Let me just open his profile. So it's okay, good cover picture, good profile picture, I like it, fine. Okay, it's about section is also good, quite good actually. He has written a lot of things. He has written about the certifications he has, what does he do every day, his mission, what does he focus on, and his feature section is also good. So he, all in all, he has a good profile. Okay, now if I want to say add him in my connection request, uh, see, the chances are that if I send him the request now, he will accept it. But from a point of view of somebody who is just starting or who is just trying to add quality people, I'll ask you to add a personalized request. You can check from the activity section here. Go to the activity and go to the, here you can see under his activity what is he doing. Okay, so very useful. Okay, he's sharing something. Go to the post. Yes. So the last his posted was 3 weeks ago, and then he posted was 1 month ago, 2 months ago. So his profile is not very active, though it's optimized, but it's not very active. Now, I will not recommend you to add profiles initially, at least 2000 who are not active. Once you have 2000 good people, then you can add people who are not active. You can afford to have people, but initially you should not. So let us just, you know, LinkedIn. Let me just see for, say, graphic designers. Okay. So graphic designer, the social booth, graphic designer. But I want to have people who are very active. So see, if I search for graphic designer, initially I got the result of a few people, then I got the result of jobs, then I got groups, and here finally I got posts. So here you can see that Bhim has posted 6 days ago. So I'll open his profile. Okay. He has a good bio. Okay. He has also written about the services that he's providing is pretty good. Okay, helping Fortune 1K companies and startups to create digital products. Nice. You can also see the mutual connections. Reach out to him. His about section is quite elaborative. Okay, featured section is also good. Let's talk, download ebook, then his podcast, follow me on Instagram. So all in all, what you can see is he has a great profile. I mean, the amount of information he has given in his employment section is also very good. Okay, he has attached some graph, he has attached some media along with the explanation. So this is a very good profile. Okay, now if I want to connect to him, since I'm already connected to him, I am getting this button of message. But imagine if I'm not connected to him. So in that case, what I can do is, what I can just suppose, yeah, 3 plus. I'm obviously not connected to this person. Sana. So suppose that if I want to connect to her, I obviously cannot message her because I'll click on connect, I'll add a note. Okay. So I can write things like, hi, Sana. Obviously, this is not an ideal profile of to connect, but then I'm just giving you an example. Hi, Sana. I came across your profile and loved your work. I would like to be a part of your connection. That's it. And click on send. Okay. Now I'll tell you how you stand out if you send a personalized connections. Okay. So let me show you my profile first. So this is my profile. Yeah, this is my profile. As you can see, when I what you have to understand is when I started, even I sent out personalized request. Now also, if I have to connect to somebody really good, I do send out personalized request. I also sent a personalized request to Dr. Pratik. He does not accept. There are more people that I did send personalized requests to, and a few people did accept, a few people did not accept. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are just beginning and want quality people in your profile, you must be sending a personalized request, because when you send a personalized request, you also spark a connection and a conversation. Like, see, so I just requested a few requests today, and see, these were the personalized request messages that I got. Hey Sakshi, came across your profile when I was looking for like-minded marketers in the same area to connect with. I am always posting valuable resources and insights. I would love to engage with your content, Krishna. So when I saw this text, I obviously accepted. I'm going to reply to him. Suppose I'm happy to connect, Krishna. Looking forward to see you on my feed as well. Okay, just click on send. So see, if these are the messages which spark a net, or which spark a connection, or which just makes you noticed around your connection. So that is the reason I always ask that you must be sending personalized requests to the people. Okay, so she has also sent some personalized request. Also for somebody who is getting a lot of requests, like for example me, uh, I have 963 pending requests. I have also deleted a lot in the last month, deleted only. So you can see that if I am receiving these requests, I mostly leave out if they are not my ideal audience, or if I feel that they are not active. Okay, now he is the founder, I will obviously accept, because there would be high chance that he could be my ideal audience. So I'll just accept it even without a personalized request. But suppose if you are somebody who is in my position, who wants to connect with the co-founders or something like that, then in that case, if you send personalized request, you stand out. You can see whatever the request that is pending, none of the requests have a message. Okay, they are just requests, because I've already accepted the requests, the request who came from with a personalized note, because it just stands out when you see the a person making effort of say 2 or 3 sentences. You can even copy paste it. Just make sure you change the name, because sometimes it does happen that you might forget to change the name or something. And do not be salesy in your first message, I'm telling you, because every time I see a salesy message, I just click on I just either leave it, or I just leave it, because it's not possible for you to connect to the right side set of people if you are being salesy in the note itself. So make sure that you are sending a personalized connection request. Okay. Okay. So you are filtering and adding people. You are. I just told about checking activity, because activity talks about how active a people are, a person is. Then you add personalized connection request, and that's how you add people. Now, there is one little hack. It's not, I think now everybody wants to know knows about it, so I will no more call it a super hack. When I created this one, not many people knew about it, so I wrote super hack here. uh, so let me just show you an example first. Okay. Freelance copywriter, for example. See all people results. Okay, now as you can see, Twisha has the option to connect. These all are my second level connections. I'm not connected to them. Okay, you can see that Twisha's profile says connect, Sai's profile say connect, Nikita's profile say follow, and Ayushi's profile again it says connect. So as you can see, most of the people's profile says connect, but this profile says follow. So if somebody wants to connect to Twisha, he can just go to connect here, add a note, and or if don't want to add a note, just click on send. Okay, and request will be sent. But if you want to connect to Nikita, there is no option to connect on. You only have to follow her. That is the only option possible. But if you want to connect to her, just go to her profile. You have to visit to her profile, because there is no other way. There is no other way, I'm telling you. Let's go to the feed also. Okay, new posts. Yeah. No, this is a Nikita's profile. Let me first unfollow, because I just followed. Now click on more. Now here is the option to connect. So it takes a two-step process for somebody to connect to you if you're not keeping connect as your primary button, but keeping follow as your primary button. Okay. If you go to my profile also, you will not see the connect button, you will only see the follow button. Okay. So when you keep the follow button as a primary, a lot of people follow you, because they just if they don't want to connect, if they don't want to visit your profile and take this long action, they just follow you. Okay, and that's how you increase your followers, and already your connection requests declutters, because they don't send you request only, they think that following you would make sense to them, so they just follow you. Okay, you can check all your followers, but they are not your connections, they're just your followers. So if you do you want to do this? Do you want to know how to do this? Where you guys are? Yes. Ramasri. Thank you, Ramasri. No issues. I think this will anyways be recorded and uploaded somewhere, so you guys can obviously watch it again. Now, so do you guys want to know that? So what do you think? Let me just tell you. What do you think is better, keeping connect or keeping follow? Just write connect or follow as your primary thing. Follow, right? More people? Anybody else? Pooja, Harshit, Piyush, Vishal, Aniket. Follow. Yes. Yes, follow makes sense because then the person can follow you from anywhere, even from his feed. Let me just show you how. See, this is the feed. So I'm always already connected to Rishabh. So if I'm hovering on his name, you can see that only the message button is coming. Now let's go to somebody's profile who is not my connection. Okay, Chitra is also my connection. Yeah. So Michelle is not my connection. Here you can see the follow button. Okay. Now imagine if you do not have, if you have not kept the connect. Sorry. Imagine if you have not kept the follow, but kept connect. Then here the connect button would show up, and anybody would be able to connect to you. So anybody. But here, if you want to, if I see something very good, okay, I like this post, I'm liking, okay, so this girl is she is an entrepreneur in the House of Lords, and I want to just stay in touch. Here I'll just quickly follow, because I might not be having the time to visit her profile and then click on the connect, so I'll just follow her because this makes more sense. So that's what happens. Now I'm following Ankur Wariko. So that's what happens when you're following somebody. Suppose I'm following Ankur, and here it writes following, and his posts appear in my feed. Raj Shamani, he's my connection. So that is the reason it's written first. Okay. Manuel is my connection, so it's written first again. Now, these are my connections. Okay. Again, Vagisha, they are my connections, they are my connections. Now let's go to the comment section of somebody. So here is the comment section. Load more comments. As you can see Maya, she is the second level connection. Okay. Now if I hover, here you will see the connect button. But imagine if you do not have the connect but have the follow only. So here from here I can follow her. Okay. So that is the reason this follow button is powerful. You should be having a follow button and not the connect button. Clear, guys? In follow also, he will come to know that you're posting if they want to connect. Exactly. In follow also, he will come to know that you're posting. Okay, whatever you're doing, whether you're posting, you're reacting to somebody's post, you're commenting, they will come to know about everything. It's just that you will not come to know about them. So that is the difference. Also, your followers count will increase. So that is a good thing, right? Now let me tell you how to do it. If you want, you can write it down somewhere, or you can just rewatch this video when it gets uploaded. Okay, so this is, yeah, so this is, go to your, this is your profile. Now just go to me. Here is the option which is called posts and activity. Click on this option. Okay, here you can see under visibility, accounts preference, sign and security, visibility. Go to the visibility. Okay, click on the visibility of your LinkedIn activity. Followers. Okay. When you go to the last one, which is called followers, here says make follow primary. If enabled, follow will be the primary action when members view your profile. Okay. So here is the option for you to make the follow button primary. If I disable it, only the connect thing will show. Okay. So yeah, I can enable. Sorry, something went wrong. I think I'm not able to do it anyways because my follow is already primary. So you can make follow primary from here. Okay, it's a super hack. You should definitely be using it because every time you post something, somebody or other will definitely follow you, and that's how you will get rid of the people who just randomly send you connection request. So yeah, this is a good thing. Now going ahead. Now again, I've already told you, you have to declutter, you have to add the niche connection, and you have to add, you have to send at least 10 personalized requests every day, so that you are adding the right people. Now engage. I've already spoken about connect. Now it's time to engage. So see, I'll tell you why it's important to engage so much more. As I already told you, if you are commenting on somebody's post on Instagram, nobody comes to know about it. Okay, they only come to know about it if they go to the post, go to the comment, then only they can see it. But here, if somebody's commented, as you can see, Manuel. Okay, Manuel is my connection, and Lisa is commenting on this. So I'm also getting this on my feed that Lisa is commenting on this. So suppose if you are commenting on somebody's profile, you are always coming on the top of somebody's feed. Okay, they're getting you on the top. Sakshi Darpan commented on this again. You again comment on somebody's post. Sakshi Darpan commented on this. So apart from the person's post which is getting promoted, you are also getting promoted time and again, time and again, time and again. Okay, comment is a gold mine. I've already shown you how. By going to the comment, you can message, you can connect, you can follow people. Okay, just by getting into the comment section. Like suppose Ankur Wariko. Okay, he is not my connection, but I'm following him. I can go to his. If I go to his comment, there are 90% chance that most of the people who have commented here are co-founders, entrepreneurs, or somebody like me who are super active on LinkedIn as well. So what I would do is I would connect to everybody who is here on the comments list. So before I connect with them, it's important that I am leaving a comment here only. Okay. Suppose I want to write a very good comment. Hmm. So suppose I'm writing things like I agree. You always give value bombs. Okay, let me just post it. Now that I have posted it, okay, all the people, okay, these people who have commented on this post will get a notification. Okay, I'll tell you how. See, this is a notification. I have commented on Gadli's. Gadli is my connection. I have commented on his post yesterday. So every time somebody is commenting, I'm getting a notification. Okay, Mukit and 23 others commented. If you see, Megan and 15 others also commented. So whatever post you comment on, you will keep getting notification if anybody else keeps commenting as well. Also, apart from the notification, you will also pop up on the feed. And then now, if you connect to the people who commented on the Ankur Wariku's post, they will be able to recognize you, or they will be able to also recognize you on the basis that I anyways appear on their feed for one reason or another. So it's important that you comment. You are dropping at least 20 to 30 good comments on the good profiles who are your target audience, or who are the people within your industry who are very active. Like suppose, let's go to Mahima's post. So I commented on this post yesterday. Okay, Mahima Jalan. So as you can see, Mahima Jalan has already got 108 comments and 270 reactions. So that means that even when I had commented back then, I had also either I was seen by so many people on their notification or so many people's feed already. So that's what happens. Okay, you have to find out people who are active, who are within your niche, whose connections are similar to your target audience, and then you have to keep on commenting. So that is the hack. Comment is the gold mine. Do likeable comment. 20 targeted comments plus 30 generic DM story engage groups. So it also happens that when you are doing targeted comments, or when you are sending people good DMs, people will notice you. Now let's talk about the story engage. Okay. I'm not sure if it's visible on the laptop or not, but what happens is, every time I open the stories in the phone, there is an option to just reply. So suppose if I'm clicking on this one, obviously my profile is opening, but if you are opening it on your app, then you can see all the stories which was posted by your network. So if you are clicking on the story, there is a direct option to send them a DM. Okay, so this is a very good opportunity for you to reach out to the concerned person and then spark a conversation. You must be doing at least 20 targeted and 30 generic comments every day when you are beginning. Now the fourth one is create an approach. Now that your objective is clear, you have optimized your profile, you have connected, you have engaged. Now is the time where you start to create content and start to establish yourself as an expert in your industry. Okay, but before that, let's take a few questions. Okay, Vishal, something has come up, no issues. So I'm sure till now I have given a lot of information. I'm not sure if it was easy for you to stuff it or not. But if you have any questions, you can just write it here. Any question. Or if you are able to just grasp all the information, I might just move ahead, but just write it down here. Shravan, Piyush, Pooja, Harshit. Okay. Okay, then should I move ahead? Create an approach. So in this step, we will understand how to create content and how to. I think approach I've already covered. Now creating content pieces and live content pieces. Okay, content types. These are the kind of content that you can create on LinkedIn. Okay, you can create textual content. Now textual content works at least 100% better than any other form of content. Okay, PDF or the infographic also works better. Let me give you an example. So suppose if these are my posts. So this is the yeah, as you can see, this is the carousel that I'm talking about. Build an engagement strategy on LinkedIn, and it has got 6,700 around views. Okay, now you can see that I have written some text, then I have added a carousel. It's like a slide which people can check out. More than that, what works is the textual content. Okay, so after this, let me just, for example, this one. So this is a very short textual content. ये मैं हूँ, ये मेरा content है. So this has also got a very decent views. So these are the two types of content which works the most. So image is something which sometimes LinkedIn compresses and does not lets you reach out to more audience. So it's important that you are posting image only when it's required and not always, because if you're posting too much of images, its reach will decline. I'll show you. So I posted this particular thing about this event only yesterday, and its reach was very bad. It was around 1900 views, which is the least number of view I have got till date. Okay, and it's because of the image thing, I know. But at the same time, I posted an image. Suppose this one. Congratulations, your post is in the top 1% engagement. So this is something. This is an image which was a booster to LinkedIn only, which was kind of promoting LinkedIn only. So this is the reason this particular image, it worked. It worked awesome. It worked awesome. But on random days, make sure that you are posting an image only when it's required and not always. Okay. So this is one. Now let's talk about videos. So textual is done, a PDF or infographic is done, images is done. Now let's talk about videos. Now videos is the last thing that you should be posting on Instagram. As you can see, I have got an like my reach has been not bad. It has been like 5,800, sometimes 2,700 or what 3,600 here, because this for this particular carousel. The reach has been around 8,000. Okay, so for this one, it has again been 14,000 for this carousel thing. I'm telling you, everything works, but when you're posting a video, for example, this one, oh, the my engagement is similar. My engagement is I get more than 100, around 100 likes and 34 comments. That is decent. But for this one, just look at the views, guys. The view is just 1,074, which is crazy less. So what I can tell you is the videos do not perform. I have also uploaded a video which also did not go well. I also know some people who also attempted to, upload videos and it did not go well as well. So let me just show you one more video of mine. Yes, this video. So this video has 1700 views. Now it is better than the last one, but then it also has the better, engagement 22, 29, and 88. If you are getting 229 reactions and 88 comments on any of your textual post, you will hit at least, I'm telling you, at least 10,000 views. But in the same engagement rate, my views is very, very less. So what I'm trying to tell you, the point I'm trying to make here is video do not perform well. You either go for textual content or you go for infographics. You can also go for poll. You can also go with articles, but textual and infographic are top two things which I prefer. Now, this is I can say a super hack, because what happens, suppose I want to talk about suppose I want to post my Calendly link. Oh, okay. Then the best part of doing it is not to just upload it in the textual section and then give a link, but actually to go in the first comment and then put the link, because that way your reach do not drop. If you add a URL in your post, its reach will drop again. Okay. So this is a super hack, you can say. Now LinkedIn hook. Let's understand what LinkedIn hook is. So suppose, okay, suppose just look at this post of mine. Okay, hey, but who even uses Facebook question mark? So, and then I wrote, I gave a space, and then I wrote, I created my Facebook page. What is this? Sorry. Oh God, what is happening? Just give me a second, guys. Yeah. Okay, so I wrote in the first sentence, hey, but who even uses Facebook? Then I gave a space, and then I wrote, I created my FB page a few days back to connect on my Instagram. Okay, then there is a see more option. So this first sentence would be my LinkedIn hook. When I wrote, hey, who even uses Facebook, I kind of tried so that the people who are reading it, their attention could stop, and they would be compelled to click on see more. Because if people are not clicking on see more, that is giving in LinkedIn a sign that people are not liking what I'm posting, and then they will not promote my post more. Okay, so it's important that you're writing a hook. By hook, it means writing an awesome first line which catches attention, and then give some space, and then write another sentence, and then so that people are drop compelled to click more. Then you write the whole story, and finally you give a CTA, or you ask a question. Suppose you're asking a question, what do you think, what do you do without Facebook, would you do without Facebook? And then I'm asking people to comment below. It's a nice CTA. So all in all, if you want to create a very good post, you must be having a hook, okay, which compels people to click on see more, and then you write the body, and finally you ask questions, or you give a CTA like comment below. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me just show. Okay, now what to post about. Now this is the $1,000,000 question. What to post about? A lot of people have this confusion. Sakshi, what do I have to post about? See, the 4 easy options that you can go ahead with is learning, Suppose if you're learning anything related to the paid ads within digital marketing, like suppose I'm only into organic right now, and tomorrow if I start to learn about paid ads, so whatever I'm learning I can post about it. I can post about, for example, I ran a campaign and it went well, and then I can speak about how I did the target audience research, or if I used any custom audience I can talk about it. Suppose if I am um, if there is a client story that I want to share. Suppose I closed a deal with my client and he was damn impressed with my work, that he was ready, even though it was out of his budget, he was ready to pay me for what I was asking. So this is a personal story. I can share this. You can ask for opinion. For example, I'm a newbie in the paid ads, so I can ask for the people who are in my connections, create a nice post. Things like, I have been in the content marketing industry for the past 3 years, but now I feel is the time that I just widen my avenue. So I'm getting into the paid ads thing. Of if there is any resource or anything that you think I should be beginning with, what it would be. There you will see that a lot of people would be sharing a lot in the comments. Okay, they would be sharing things like, oh, I started my paid ads through this channel. You can watch this particular YouTube channel, you can go to this website, or they will tell you things like, okay, you can take this particular course. So there would be a lot of help that you can gain from the community if you're asking from their opinion, and that creates overall a very engaging post. So this is the question what to post about. Now here is your task. Again, post your first content. If you have not yet posted, and if you have done all the past 3 tasks that I've asked you about, about clearing your objective, optimizing your profile, and then connecting with the right set of people, now is the time to post your first content. Okay, you should not wait any longer. Now, refining is, I'll tell you, is the part where whatever you have done, it's there. You're adding more people, you are creating your stand within your community. But there is, refining comes at a point where you have all the base set up, but you're just trying to improvise. So here comes the defining. I've already told you about the voice CTA, about adding your voice. So you will see that 90% of the people are not using this voice CTA, but you can. If you're unsure about it, you can leave it for the later stage, but make sure that you do it in the end. Voice CTA. Now, LinkedIn CTA in the about section, I've already told you about it, about the feature section and all of that. This is that only. Initially, why I don't, if you think it's too much of work, and okay, मेरे को profile भी optimize करनी है, I have to create content as well, then I'll ask you that you can leave the featured list for initially. You do all the work, you add the right people, and then you can add the LinkedIn CTA in the about section. That's how. Now is the time that now you have your content at place, your profile is optimized, you have a decent profile that if somebody is looking at, they will feel good about it. So now when it's done, now it's your time to reach out to potential leads for collaboration, if you want somebody to reach out to, and to industry leaders. Till date, you should only be reaching out to the people who you think are like you, who are within your niche, who are also working who could be just a good part of your network. Now you should be reaching out to the right set of people. Suppose if suppose I want to get a job in an MNC, for example, or in a really good startup, for example, Swiggy or Zomato, then in that case I might reach out to the marketing manager there and ask them that, okay, so and so, I want to work in a so and so position for the Delhi location. So in that case, they will consider me because my LinkedIn has, I'll say my LinkedIn has an edge over other profile. So they might just give me a call, or they might just consider me. So this is the part where you actually do the real work. Okay. Again, I have already told this to you before. Do not ask them to take action in the first step ever. If you are reaching out to the people, sending them personalized note, do not tell them about your services or about your intention that you're trying to sell to them. Just add them as a gesture saying that you like their content or you like their work and you just want to be a part of the network. Once they have interacted a bit with your content or you have posted something good, then you can go ahead and tell them that you have something to offer maybe, or if you want to if you want their help. So this is how it works. Now I think I have already told you this as well. You must be commenting, because liking will not garner that much as attention as a comment. Every time you comment, other people get notification who have commented on the same thing. Liking does not do anything. Okay. Now before that, now is the question time. You can just ask me the questions, because we have almost covered everything which was possible in the 1 hour time, 1 or 1.5 hour, whatever. So now is the time where you ask all your questions. Everyone.
Sakshi, you just told about first level, second level connections. Can you please tell again about it?
Okay. Okay, so the first level connections are your connections, just your connections. And
Okay.
second level connections are the people who are the connections of your connection. Like if me and you are connected, you will be my first level connection. But if you and Shravan are connected, and so then Shravan will be my second level connection, because he's connected to you and I'm connected to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it works. Then it goes to third level. So it's like the connection of my connection. So that's how LinkedIn, defines it. Yeah.
Okay. Creating page. Shravan is asking.
Do we need to create a page if we have too niche? Creating a page does not make much sense. Let me tell you. You must be having a a really active profile. It makes sense to me, because creating a page, you will be promoting your page only, so you will be needing good people who understands your brand to like you, like the post of your page and then interact with them. So I'm saying, do we need to create a page? Start with one niche, start with your profile. Okay, your profile, one niche. Once you have spent enough time, suppose 3 months or 6 months, telling people about your niche, telling people about what you do, then you can create a page, proper page, and then you can ask people to like that page or comment. Then it makes sense, because let me show you something. So suppose this is my network. Okay, it's a little. See the invitations. Suppose I'm going on invitations. You will see pages 19. Can you see this, Shravan? This is pages 19. That means that there are 19 of my connections who have invited me to like their page. I have not taken any action. Okay. Namrata have, Mihika, Manvinder, Ash. Okay. I have not taken any action because, okay, I'll accept this one because I know this one. But most of it, I only accept the pages of the people that I have established a connection with, or whose work that I believe in. If people, they don't know you well enough, they will not like your page. Okay, so before you want any footprints, any huge traffic on the page, it's important that you have your profile first in place where people know you. Then if you know 100 good people who believe you, then you ask them to follow your page, then they like your page, and that's how you increase the footprints. But then again, a profile is much more important and much more powerful than a page. So that's what reach more audience, image or short blog? Short blog. You mean the article or you mean the textual content? What is it? Article. No. Article is okay, but then it also requires people to go to a third party within LinkedIn only, but go to take 2 steps Okay, so if I'm posting an article, people would need to click on it, go there, read your article, and then comment or something. So that is like asking people to apply too much of efforts.
No, not that one. Actually, what I'm asking is like posting a image will reach the audience, or writing some content over there and like a short blog, like writing something regarding some topic, taking some topic and making the same thing over there and
No,
posting something will reach more.
textual.
Textual.
Yeah, that's what I told you. No, so image only works when it is groundbreaking, when it is giving them something extraordinary. Otherwise, images reach is not that good. If you are creating a textual content, that is better. That is the best. Yeah.
Is hashtag really matters or use making keywords is better? Using keywords is better or making hashtags?
I will say create a combination of both. Use just 2 to 3 hashtags, or you can create your personalized hashtag. Suppose, okay, I'll show you one more. Jerry
I seen
Rose.
yours your name of your hashtag mostly
Yeah,
use the
that is
hashtag in your
fine. Yes, but
yeah.
I have started using it just 10 days ago or something. Before that, I was not using it. But then I have seen a lot of people using it. I mean, I know people whose hashtags followers have crossed 500 people. So I think it's pretty good because when you're using a personalized hashtag, then it appears here. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but this is your LinkedIn. It appears this side, at this side, see recent. These are the hashtags. So from here it's very easy to reach out. It's very easy, and they will definitely pop up because you're following hashtag. Like for example, get satisfied. Vijay post about it. Okay, and there are 145 followers. So I'll say that you can use a personalized hashtag and 2 more hashtags if you want, but don't use more than that. And about keyword thing, do not focus too much on the keyword while creating content. Just create good content, and keyword will come naturally, I guess. Yeah. Any more question, anybody?
Sakshi, as I'm also working on YouTube, my YouTube channel, and if I just post some video, so can you please suggest me what should I just post link and write something on my post? What should I, or I should add image of that particular video. I just want to
So
just know that.
if I'm sure if you're posting something on your YouTube, you must be having a thumbnail as well, right? So what you can do is you can just post the thumbnail as the image and then write about it a little. I can show you. I can show you an example. Rahul does it all the time. I think it works better. You can, but do not post link directly ever. Do not post. Its reach will dead. Its reach will die like anything. Okay. For example, this one. He posts on YouTube, so he does not post the link on the post. What he does is he just posts his thumbnail. For example, this is like this, a thumbnail like this, and then he writes about it on the textual content, and then he gives the links on the comments or something. So I think that is the best way. If you go to this comment, link to the video, this one,
Okay.
give the link to the video. It's his thumbnail, but since he has just used a different format, because just square format, because thumbnail is not the square format, he used it and then he added the text. That's it.
Okay, and one more thing, as you also talked about our event poster, and you said not too much means reach. What could be the reason, Sakshi, behind that?
I don't know. That's how LinkedIn works. That's how LinkedIn works. They do not they do not promote images or videos at all. I mean, I saw, I shown you about my video as well. I mean, I think that's how they've set out the algorithm. I don't know. I mean, only LinkedIn people can answer it. We can only tell you what we have observed. But the real reason even we don't know. So, yeah.
If we use an image and write a short description, can it be promoted? Like will it be promote more?
I didn't get your question.
Actually, if we took an image, like posting an image and adding a good description, like 1200 words of description, so will it promote on LinkedIn?
It's not about the words, it's about the quality. Like suppose I posted about this particular event which are happening right now. I also wrote something within 100 words or something, but nothing much happened. But I posted one image 1 month ago, which garnered huge reach because it was an extraordinary story. I can show it to you. Okay. So if you have something that is making your textual content even better, then only do it. Otherwise, there is no point of doing it. Suppose this one. Here you can see I have written a short textual thing. I could have posted this one only. Okay. But since this image is kind of supporting it and making it even more charming, then only I have posted the image, and then only I have garnered this much, reactions and engagements. The views is also nice. So, but that's what. Yesterday it just bombed. So that's what I'm saying. What is working for your target audience is something that you have to figure out. If that particular text is working for them, they will engage, then your post will work fine. If they're not engaging for some reason, then even LinkedIn will be very slow in promoting. That's all. Yeah, no, that's chatting. This hashtag is okay. Is there any more question, guys, that I can answer? Thank for whoever stayed till this late. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot, Sakshi. It's a wonderful session. You have told, most of the things. I guess all the things of, what's important in LinkedIn and
Yeah,
how to create your complete profile. Actually, I just talk complete profile. We used to create a profile that means very less information, and we pretend ourselves that we are a content writer or we are a blogger or we are a
right,
YouTuber, but we don't put the exact information which will bring us into a highlight. Okay,
right,
so
right,
you
right,
you have told most of the things which we should learn, and we should put that thing into our LinkedIn, and then we must do such kind of profile building
right,
so that we can get in a good and valuable audience in the connections.
right. Yeah, I mean, it was difficult to stuff a lot of information in just 1.5 hours, but I tried my best. I'm sure there is a lot that we can cover as well in terms of, like somebody asked if we need a premium account. So I think we can cover about the premium account. We can cover the content part in depth as well. We can also cover about Sales Navigator. So I think there's a lot to be done. But then these are the basics. These are the foundation that you need to create for at least 3 months.
Well, absolutely. We will try to have one more session, if possible, ahead for the topics. If you are willing to tell that these are also been required in case of profile building in LinkedIn.
I think these are so much of task already.
Yeah. Well, you have done a very a very big effort, and I must thank to you for your valuable time that you have given to us. And I've already appreciated that most of the detail you have just told here about the LinkedIn is very much helpful. And I just thank you again, Sakshi, for this time you have given to us. And yes, it will help me and others who have attended the session a lot in case of in building this LinkedIn profile much more better. And if I guess anyone having a doubt, they can connect to you via LinkedIn, or they can write mail to you. We have given description before also. Uh,
Okay.
Okay, and yes, this session has been recorded, and I will send the recording link to the participants. I'll
Mhm.
also share this with the Sakshi also.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Shravan has written something. This is the best session I've ever had as a free session. Thank you so much, Shravan. I tried my best
Yes, it's
again.
a wonderful session. Yeah, absolutely. Really appreciable.
I can't speak the same words, so I just typed the things.
Nice. It would have been better if you guys had shown me your face as well.
Yeah,
So I
sure, please.
Actually,
Sure.
I tried to show my face, but the thing is, it's not showing up. I'm just turning on, turning off, turning on time. Still, it's not showing.
it's okay because I'm taking a picture, but it's showing like 4 or 5 people whose face are not visible. But no worries. Thank you guys for your Sunday. Okay, so
Okay.
Pooja, Piyush, Shravan. Okay, now I can see guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just take a picture.
Do you got mine?
Shravan, yes, you're visible now. I
Visible
can,
now.
you're not visible.
After end of the session, apparently I'm visible.
I can see that you have kept a background or something, which is like a rainbow.
Oh, I don't know which one I kept normally.
So this is a good one. I know it's not easy coming on a Sunday and stuffing so much of information into the brain, but thank you so much.
Well, thanks a
Is
lot,
there any
Sakshi.
continuation session after this?
If you want, you can book a one-to-one session with me,
Okay.
where I can cover things like tools, which I have not covered here because we did not have time for it. Where I
Yeah.
can cover tools, where I can cover more about generating leads, how you can reach out to people, and basically it's a one-on-one help. I will help. It's like dividing it in the 2 sessions, and I give you all the things that I have not given you in this session, which I have personally used. So yeah, it's there. So the price which I usually keep for that is 2,000 rupees, which is obviously divided into 2 sessions where I talk about everything and help one on one. But since it's where I was invited and all of that, then I also have a 50% discount link, which is obviously 9,999. So if you want, I can just post the link here.
Sure, sure.
I'll just post the link here. Yeah. So this is that also includes your templates because I have a few templates which helps you in creating content for the next 90 days. So it's like it gives you all the ideas. You just have to remove the main words and add your words and post the content. It also has a comments template which you can use, and the tools that these are the free tools. You don't have to pay for it. So yeah, this is the thing. This is the continuation session.
Okay. First of all, build a profile that which you have completely said. The things I will make the profile completely done. Once I done, I will go for the one-to-one session because I want to learn so many things from you.
Because
Because you have
it's
good
going to take
knowledge.
some time. It's going to take some time. I know.
Yeah, it will take some time. Once I completely done, then I will come for one-to-one session as well because you have good knowledge and you are giving the things for everyone.
Also, there is one more thing that I can say is that if you guys want a content template where you will, it's like 15-20 slides or something, where you will get all the ideas of what to post. So if you want, I can like email you within a week or something, but there is the but. In return, I need some reviews. Okay, so you can give
Sure, sure.
a textual review, or you can give a video review, or you can just go and give a review on my LinkedIn. So if you guys know, there is something called endorsements and recommendations, but for that you will have to stay connected to me. So it's easy. You can. This is my email ID. Okay, just write it. Any kind of review, any kind of review. You can even reply to the email with your review, or you can reply with a video, or whatever suits you. And once I receive the review, I will you will be having the content, this content help thing within a week. I think it's for everybody, even for the people who did not attend the session. If possible, just spread out this news to them. I would be really thankful. Okay. done now?
Yeah, all right, Sakshi.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Sakshi, for your valuable time. Again, I just want to say this thing, and it's a wonderful session. And I hope all the candidates has enjoyed this session and learned a lot from your side. And thanks to Shravan and Piyush, Harshit, and all other candidates who are here. And thanks for asking the questions which the candidate and answering everything in a very detailed way, Sakshi. Thanks a lot again. And yeah, we will, as Shravan said, is there any more sessions coming for this thing? Definitely, we will try to organize some more sessions like this with Sakshi, definitely again. And yeah, just thanks to you all people.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you so much, guys. It was a good evening, good Sunday evening.
We need
Yeah,
to say the thank you because you shared the knowledge with us, but that too with a free consultation.
Yeah. Yeah. No worries. Just send me a review. I'll just
Sure,
consider even. And
yeah,
if
we will,
you
we
ask
will
other
have,
people to send it out as well.
yeah, sure, we will be having a feedback. Yeah,
Okay, great. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.
bye bye.
please
Thanks.
share the link as well.
Yeah,
Please share
sure.
the link as well. Please share the live session as the link so that I can like I want to listen one more time the video so far.